Arthur Morgan's tale in Red Dead Redemption 2 is a poignant narrative of loyalty, redemption, and the inevitable demise of the outlaw way of life in the face of relentless progress. Born in 1863 to Beatrice and Lyle Morgan, Arthur was introduced to a life of crime early on, joining Dutch van der Linde's gang at the age of 12. Under Dutch's paternal influence, Arthur adopted the gang's belief in living outside the constraints of a rapidly industrializing society, valuing freedom above all else. However, this idealistic pursuit was mired in violence, theft, and other criminal activities, creating a moral complexity within Arthur that he grapples with throughout the story. The game begins in 1899, after a botched ferry heist in Blackwater forces the van der Linde gang to flee into the mountains. As Dutch's right-hand man, Arthur plays a crucial role in the gang's efforts to escape law enforcement and rival gangs. The narrative unfolds through various missions that see Arthur robbing banks, negotiating peace between warring factions, and confronting the encroachment of civilization on the untamed wilderness. Through these adventures, players witness Arthur's loyalty to Dutch being tested as the gang's increasingly desperate and violent actions stray from their original ideals. Arthur's internal conflict is further complicated by his relationships with other gang members, including John Marston, the protagonist of the first Red Dead Redemption, and John's family, for whom Arthur develops a protective fondness. The dynamics within the gang and Arthur's role as a mentor to younger members add depth to his character, highlighting his underlying decency amid a life of crime. The turning point in Arthur's story comes with his diagnosis of tuberculosis, a death sentence that forces him to reckon with his past actions and their impact on those around him. Facing his mortality, Arthur begins to question Dutch's leadership and the gang's increasingly violent and futile attempts to escape their inevitable decline. This introspection leads Arthur on a path towards redemption, as he seeks to protect those he cares about from the gang's downward spiral and to make amends for his past. Arthur's journey is marked by moments of sacrifice and bravery. He helps John escape with his family, ensuring they have a chance at a better life away from the outlaw lifestyle that has bound Arthur. In his final acts, Arthur confronts Dutch and Micah Bell, the latter being a treacherous member who has poisoned Dutch's ideals, culminating in a dramatic standoff on a mountain peak. Arthur Morgan's story ends as he succumbs to his illness, watching the sunrise over a vista that symbolizes the beauty and brutality of the world he's leaving behind. His legacy, however, lives on through the choices he made in his final days, influencing the paths of those he cared for and shaping the events that would eventually lead to the redemption of John Marston. Arthur's narrative is a deeply human one, full of complexity and contradiction. It reflects the broader themes of Red Dead Redemption 2, the end of an era, the cost of progress, and the pursuit of an idealized freedom that in the end proves to be an unattainable dream. Through Arthur Morgan, the game explores the idea that redemption and humanity are possible, even in the darkest of times, making his story not only a compelling part of the game, but a memorable piece of storytelling in the medium.